What's up? How you? It's an even day, so you already know what time it is. We live. We living and thriving. My name is NOS, or Nos, or Matt, or Matthew. I'm the curator of this channel, and every couple of days I go live. Just to hang out, just to chat, have a Q&A, if that's what happens. Sometimes I cook. Sometimes I teach casual ass Japanese phrases. Sometimes I share good news. Sometimes I read some literature. Never really know what you're going to get into. You just got to click in. Shanika was good, girl. Thank you for always supporting how you always do. Really appreciate you. What you up to today? How you feeling? You hydrated? You nourished? I am doing my best. I am both hydrated and nourished. And I'm living life. Excited for what the future has in store. Excited to keep leveling up on this upward spiral. Oh, that's what's up, Shanika. I'm happy you caught it. I hope that I don't disappoint. You know what I mean? I hope that this is a good one for you. It's always good for me. This always uplifts my spirits. It's always good to be in community, commune with the folks, with the A-alikes. Who knows what we're going to get into? Who knows what corridors of my brain we will travel down today? Collectively. Giselle, what's good, sunshine? Long time no see. You out there enjoying that 36 revolution? The Neromunity, that's a new one. I like that. I like that a lot. Get off work but wanted to show love. Okay, girl, travel safely to your destination. Take your time. Don't let them people out there go all crazy around you. I don't know where you at in the world, I forget, but I know everywhere on the road in the world is risky, man. I don't know what's going on with these drivers out here, especially in Jacksonville. These people can't drive, man. Every time I step out, I get nervous. I'm like, I wonder if today is the day. Because the last car accident I was ever in was in Jacksonville. And they did me dirty. They did me dirty. I got rear-ended by a truck and had to wait 2 years to get a payout. And they did me dirty. They didn't even pay for my car. Facts. If I didn't have that gap insurance from when I first bought the car, I would have been up Schitt's Creek. So just drive safe wherever y'all at in the world, y'all. Smart, savvy, loved, what's good? What's that weather like up there in New York? In New York? I hope you're enjoying it wherever you at. The weather's been lovely down here in Florida, but it's nothing like a fall in New York. My favorite season of the year. New York got all the best trees, the best landscape. You go up to Bear Mountain and just be in awe. Yeah, man. Got to get back up there. Alina Dinka, what's good? How you? Welcome to the chat. Shanika, you got some sun tea? I haven't had sun tea in a minute. That reminds me of my well, I called it Datum. I like to call her grandmother, but she didn't like when I called her grandma because she was my mom's adopted mom. But she was the first person I ever saw make sun tea. Like just a bunch of tea bags and a big ass jug sitting in the sun for a good 6 to 8 hours. Don't even touch it. Don't even look at it. And it was always slamming. It was the best. And that's the last time I ever grew some inches when I said she lived in Port St. Lucie. Originally from Queens or whatever. But yeah, she moved down to Port St. Lucie, Florida. And I used to go down there for the summer. The first person to ever introduce me to composting, gardening in general. And that last summer I spent with her, she had me eating raw eggs and working in the garden every day, doing something every day. It was she first person I ever saw wash a wall. I didn't even know that was a thing to wash a wall. But she had us washing every Saturday. You had to get up a little bit earlier. Don't leave your room till your bed is made up. And she had us washing everything, including the walls. And she was the first person who wouldn't let you run the shower the whole time you was in the shower. That was new to me too. Like I used to be in the shower trying to run it. You know, you just let the shower run while you wash up. Nope. You get in there, you turn the shower on, you wet yourself, you get a lather up, turn the water off, and then wash up. Shout out to my dad, Mary and Lucian. Very real one. Happy Jupiter Day. Give, live, love. I've never heard of a Jupiter Day. That's the first. You got to put me on. What's that about? Is that because it's a Thursday? Mito was good. What you think about Roger Jackson? That's a complex situation Raja found himself in. I feel like he definitely OD'd. He didn't have to do all of that. Whenever you fight and the other person loses consciousness, you're supposed to back up off of them. Raja let him have like 20 more haymakers, and dude was clearly knocked out on the floor. So I don't really have no remorse for him. Yeah, it's a complex situation. When I first learned about it, I saw the video where he got cracked over the head with the beer can, and I didn't see them talk it out afterwards. But late, like, you know, I really investigated. I don't know what I was on that day, but I investigated. I was like, what caused him to do that? Like, but they talked it out. They pieced it up, and that's the reason why he got up on stage and slammed homie, and homie kind of expected to be slammed, I guess, but not slammed on his head. Definitely not punched in the face. You know what I mean? Like, dude is probably fighting for his life right now. So it's an unfortunate situation for both of them. I think that dude Raja probably needs some therapy. A lot of people are blaming his dad. I don't even remember what his dad's name is, but you know, his dad is a big MMA fighter, and like they said, Raja reacted like that because his dad is always picking on him. There was a video like a week earlier where he was sparring with somebody, and the dude he was sparring with dazed him with a spinning leg kick, and so he was tired of being made a fool of, or he said it out his mouth. He was like, people think I'm a bitch, blah blah blah, and that's why he took his rage out on that old ass man like that. It was fucking unwarranted, but it's an unfortunate situation. I hate to see anybody in a situation like that. But yeah, I normally don't talk about fights in MMA. I'm not really into it like that, but it's big on the internet, so shout out to you, Mito. Mrs. Koger was good. Thank you for dropping through, as always. Appreciate you. Good to see you here. 36 is Dragon. Giselle, why is 36 Dragon? It's supposed to be a good year. You're supposed to have the best year ever so far. What happened? Oh, what part of Georgia you in again? You must be in like the cities, because where I was at out there in Columbus, wasn't nobody on the road to be anybody to even think that people was driving crazy. Mrs. Colgate said my first accident was in Orlando when I was 19. Yeah, Florida drivers is different. Even in Orlando, I was having problems. We went to Disneyland like in, what was it, March or something like that, and I definitely noticed that it wasn't just, I mean, in Jacksonville is way worse than anywhere else I've ever been in the world, for sure. And I think maybe the legalization of cannabis has something to do with it. I'm not even gonna hold you. Cause I noticed that like it just doesn't make sense the way people drive. Like people will speed up, cut you off, and then brake dumb hard so they can make the next turn. Like, why you just ain't get back behind me, fam? And I'm the worst judge too, because I used to teach driving for a living. Like I used to be a driving instructor. I used to teach kids how to like, or adults, go past their New York State driving exam. So like I'm very mindful of the way people drive. But when I see people do stupid shit like that, like I'm in the right lane. You in the left lane next to me. You're behind me. So you gas it to get in front of me. Cut me off crazy. Stomp on your brakes. Don't hit no signal to hit the turn in front of me. That's what we doing, fam. That is the commonplace in Jacksonville. I've never seen people do that anywhere in the world. Like, brake. Hit the brake, get behind me, and then make your turn. And everything is cool. I don't know what people be on, but like I said, it might have something to do with the legalization of cannabis. Like, because cannabis, when and I don't drive and smoke, but when I used to as a teenager, I used to drive mad, like extra careful, extra cautious, because I knew what I was doing could get me sent up, put me in a lot of trouble. And I ain't want to get in no trouble, so I ain't do no crazy shit. But now that it's legal, people feel like, oh, they could do whatever. It's just wild out here, man. I suggest anybody who drives, if you ever in a moving vehicle, man, just assume as a default that everybody around you is psychotic and you'll probably never get into an accident unless you get rear-ended like I did. And I pray that that never happened to you because the way they be trying to hold your life up for that is crazy. Life with Derek was good. Finally caught up with the live. Appreciate y'all. Everybody be trying to catch up with the lives. We don't always get in there, but today we did. And I normally don't like advertise. I don't tell people in advance, yo, I'm going live at this time on this day. All you know is that it's every even day for sure, unless something terrible happens and then I'm not coming. But for the most part, I've showed up every other day, every even day, around this time, somewhere around the evening. I know people in school, at work, or whatever, so I try to let people come home, get settled down, and then I hold a live. I hold this whole session for like an hour. Sometimes it goes a little bit longer, sometimes a little bit shorter, but we here. Hey, Mrs. Clayton, how you feeling today? How's that back? You walking? Oh yeah, that's another thing too. If you are new to the chat, there are people who always show up for the most part. Mrs. Clayton is one of them. So if you show up constantly and I get to know your first name, we can have more in-depth conversations because I know about you, I know about your life, I know what's going on. Da, da, da. So yeah, man. Try to catch me if you can. You get to know what's going on in my immediate life. Not that I'm setting the world on fire yet, but we about to. Miss Ashlyn, what's good? Shout out to you out in Colorado. Gotta get out there. One of my homies, his name is Bo Shirley. He used to have a really, 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 really big Instagram account. And him and I have been friends for probably like 13 years or something like that. He just called me the other day. I ain't talked to him in like a couple years even. And we was kicking it. So he was like, yo, I'm building a house. I gotta get you out here. So I will be out in Colorado sooner than later. Sooner than later. Get some of that good elevation in. Boom. Shanika, is your tea done already? The cool Enzo, what's good? Shells, what's good? Karomi, good to see you, as always. That's what's up. Thursday is live. That's what's up. Let's get it. Okay. Yeah. The brown boy. Showed up on the live today. Got the fresh shave in. You know I ain't gonna show up with the stubble. Feeling good. Got a good workout in. I've been consistent, going every day for maybe like a week and a half now. So yeah, I'm top shape. Shells was good. Parajukic. Is this a fake chain? It look real to me. What kind of question is that? Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of people in here a few seconds ago. It shot up to like 25 out of nowhere at one time. So usually when the numbers shoot up like that, it's a bunch of random people who just found me on their like recommended page or something like that, and they jump in, they say they little immature shit, and they hop out. Three pop, that's funny. Ah. Okay, Giselle, you just put me on to something new. Jupiter Day. So what's the others? What's is Mars Day Monday? If I got that right, I'm a genius. Occasional transients was good. Always good to see you. Peace to you, fam. It's been a minute. We just kicking it today as always. Nothing really especially planned. I always got good news and I got some casual Japanese if you want to learn. If you want to hear the first Japanese phrase of the day, put it in the chat. I got one for you. Joanna was good. In numerology, there is a planet, sign, and number that rules each day. So Thursday is ruled by Jupiter. Huh. Okay. Yeah, you put me on right now. I never really knew that. Yeah, I never knew that. I'm trying to like search my memory banks. Like, did I ever even hear that once? You would think that I did, but I haven't. In astrology, Jupiter is the planet of expansion, abundance, wisdom, and good fortune. So Thursdays carry that vibe. That's a fact. That is a fact. Because every time I think about Thursday, I always think of payday for some reason. Like when direct deposit first came out and we all got paid on like a Friday, I was getting paid Wednesday night, like 3 in the morning, Wednesday night. So as soon as Thursday came and I woke up, I knew I had bread in the account. So that makes sense. I'm feeling real abundant today. I'm feeling expansive. Hence the gold chain. Haha. Yeah, I mean I threw it on. I don't always wear it. I only bring it out when I'm feeling rich. And what kind of also helped that too is I paper traded Meta today. Before the market even opened, I was looking at it and I saw pre-hours or after hours Meta shot up. So I said, okay, let me go buy this option real quick. What was it for like 400? I think that the price right now is like 450 something. And I hit a long call for 453. So if I would have spent real money on that, I probably would have made like $20, $30 in like 5 seconds. As soon as the market opened up, Meta shot up. Boop! Hit my take profit. I would have hit the button. Boop! That would have been like the quickest $30 I ever made in my life. Almost. Miss Ashlyn, what's good? PNF for Research Live in Columbus, Georgia. PNF Research live in Columbus, Georgia. Okay. That's what's up. I don't know who PNF Research are, but making my way back up to Columbus sooner than later. I'm excited for that. It's going to be my first time living in my own motherfucking place, boy. Almost 40 years old. I'll be 40 in 5 days, fam. In 5 days, I will be the big 4-0. 2025 will be the first year I have my own place. Mine. All mine. I mean, guarantee my girls that have their room, so it's not really like just mine as like, but it's exciting. They want to do surgery, Miss Clayton? Yeah, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I've been asking myself that about surgery recently, like just what if? Like what if I went to the doctor and it was like, oh, something's wrong with your leg or whatever, because I got the nerve pain. And they just told me surgery, like surgery is the only way to fix it. I feel like I would have to speak to like 5 more doctors, and at least 3 of them would have to be like, yeah, surgery is the only way. But surgery for me, I'm not with that. Like there's gotta be a homeopathic way to fix stuff other than like evasive ass surgeries. But definitely praying for you, girl. That's tough, man. That's a tough spot to be in. And I know you're in a lot of pain, so I want you to feel better as quickly as possible. So continue to keep you in my prayers. Might hit up the GPT one time. It's like, yo, what could we do about crushed disc without having to go to surgery? GPT is pretty like westernized in its thinking too, so it's probably gonna be like, go see a medical professional and have a surgery. Fatime Mohibi. Mohibi? What's good? I hope I said your name right. I want to say Fatima, because I've heard of Fatima before, but I've never seen that name pronounced like or spelt like that. Fatimi. But Iran was good. I would love to go to Iran. My husband is a numerologist, so I've learned so much about how to use the energy of each day. Okay. I love that. I love numerology. I know a little something about supreme mathematics, but numerology as a whole, I'm not like an expert at all on that. So whatever game, whatever gems, knowledge, wisdom, understanding you could give us, please share that. Shanika says, I put them into the half-gallon mason jars. Yep, that's exactly how my grandma used to do it. I'm making 2 different ones. One black tea, one oolong tea. Oh, you got the oolong going with the skull cap. Okay. Excuse me, fancy pants. That's what's up. You're not too far too. I was gonna tell you, send up a glass. You know I love a good bevy. I ain't never passing up a bevy. Not no sun tea. Karoma, you on vacay? That's what's up. How long you been on vacation? What you been up to? Tell us all about it. Tell us all the shenanigans. I know you had at least one shenanigan. Into the shenanigans. When you come to Colorado, please check out the Gardens of the Gods. That's a famous mountain. Oh, say less. I will write that down. I'm gonna write that down right now, because I'm definitely going. Garden of Gods, Colorado. That's a plan. The countdown to that tea is ready. Sunshine, you all right? You attracting a lot of messages over there. Okay. Well, I'm happy you clocking it, because it ain't, fam. It ain't. I invest in gold. I don't look at it as like, just me copping some jewelry to shine. I always look at it as an investment to hold. Because if the apocalypse come, I could just put this in somebody's hand like, yo, I'll trade you this chain for your whole pantry or something. That's how I be looking at it. I stay thinking about the zombie apocalypse probably too much. Ah. Mars is Tuesday. Okay, I was close. I felt like Mars would be in the beginning of the week since it's so violent. Is it Sela or Sela? That's what's up. South Korea in the yo. That's what's up. South Korea in the chat. Love to see that. I hope South Korea, man. Like, I hope. I don't know what's up. Why? Like, I get mad enough about DR and Haiti being separate and they on the same damn island. But every time I think about Korea, I'm like, why, fam? Why? It's an imaginary line, and y'all be acting like y'all completely different. But that boy Kim Jong Un was meeting with Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin. Putin. They had a meeting today. China was showing off their military, and both of them, and Vladimir and Kim Jong was just watching. Yo, if North Korea become part of the BRICS, wow, what a time to be alive, fam. We actually might see the fall of the American empire. And it's really like that close to happening. I'm not scared though. Like I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. I feel like it needs to. Like I feel like shit gotta change so bad, and the only way to improve society as a whole for humanity on the planet is for us to basically change some of our fundamental beliefs. Like shit gotta get worse. I don't pause. I'm not gonna affirm that. Sometimes I catch myself thinking things gotta get worse before they get better. But I just feel like definitely there has to be a reckoning. A whole paradigm shift, a regime change even. People need to realize that government is the most contradictory idea we've ever really fucking had. Like it's served us for a while, for 100 years, maybe even 1,000. But it's over. The time is now. Like we all connected with cell phones. We don't need representatives no more. We just need to have a better organization. You can take competency tests to like scale to register yourself as like, okay, I'm fucking smart. I know about economics. So send all the economic decisions to us, the people who pass these economic tests, and then let them have their vote and then get the word out to everybody else. Like we do not need government officials no more. If you learn anything from this channel, let it be that. Yeah. Moon Day is Monday. Okay, that makes sense. Monday, planet, moon, themes, emotions, intuition, nurture, and reflect. Okay. Sunday is the sun. Now that seems kind of obvious. Monday, I should have guessed that was a moon. Tuesday is Mars. Wednesday is Mercury. Thursday is Jupiter. Friday is Venus. Oh, that's very interesting. How it don't go chronologically, like Saturn is way out there, and that's the day after Venus, and Venus is in between us and the sun. So that's wild. Why are y'all trying to hate on the chain for? Where your chain at? Matter of fact, where your YouTube channel at? Go get your YouTube channel. And then you go live with your real gold chain. And invite me so I can critique it. Oh, it looks so thin. Every day has a color. Herbs, animals, even directions. Okay. See, now y'all getting too complex with me. Like, if every day got a direction, what's that supposed to mean? Don't go south. Only travel north today. Okay, royal blue. I was close. I got the navy on. That's what's up. I guess this is like a royal blue. Maybe like a powder blue on the headband. Thank you, Giselle. Trying to be happy for me too. Not trying. I am happy for me. It's just a matter of perspective, looking at the reasons why one should be happy for themselves and not dwelling on the reasons why one should not be happy for themselves. Life with Derek says, I'm turning 30 next week. I'm stressed out a little bit. What you stressed out about, Derek? For turning 30? I'm not even gonna minimize that, because I remember being 29 and it was the week before my 30th birthday. I was like, oh, I'm getting old. And I remember that shit like it was yesterday, but that was a whole last 10 years ago. You think you've had a life already, Derek? The next 10 years is gonna be probably the illest 10 years of your life. My 30s was the illest decade thus far. The illest in a good way. The last 4 years have been choppy, but still I probably would change it, but I'm grateful for the choppiness, the excitement of it, if anything. You know what I mean? More opportunities to be, do, and have who I am. Mrs. Colger, you stopped going to the Cairo? Okay. The original Jamaican Dandara. I don't even know if you're Jamaican, but you still the original Dandara. Wagwan. Scene. Foreign Warren. What's good, Foreign Warren? Big 50 to Big 50. I hope to join you up there. I affirm that I will join you up there. I got 10 years to go. About to make this next 10-year run the best one ever. So when I'm 49 talking about, yo, I'm turning 50 next week, this last decade has been the illest of my life. Hopefully I'll be doing that from my yacht somewhere and with the sunset in the background, drinking out of a coconut. I affirm that. Damien Olone. Of course you can sub. Why would I tell you not to? Filexicano. The LG HD TV. Okay. All right then. It can't make the pain go away by surgery. I will take the pain and meditate through it. It really gets me grounded and learn to be slow and present. Thanks for that. Yeah, man, like we are so like-minded with that because I went to the doctor for my little piriformis syndrome or whatever like a week ago, and she prescribed me like 3 different medications. And at first I went to her the day after I couldn't sleep. So I was kind of excited to get the I think she prescribed me like some muscle relaxers or something like that, and I was kind of excited to get it, so I was like, oh, I can sleep. But then the more I thought about it, the more I sat with it, I was like, yo, the pain, it kind of serves me in a way because it's reminding me that there's something that needs to be healed, and there's probably a way to heal it. I feel like the prescriptions, if anything, just mask the pain, and then I'll keep doing things that don't allow the healing process to heal correctly. Maybe my body will like start just overcompensating with other parts of my body. So I chose not to fill the prescriptions, but it's a battle I go through every night. Every night that there's 2 nights ago, it didn't bother me at all. Last night, it woke me up at like 3:30 in the morning. I had to walk around for like a good half hour before I got to go lay back down. And it still was aching the whole time. I say all of that to say there is purpose in the pain. There is there is healing in the pain. When I was in military school and we first started, they had us doing something like a 6 week phase of being like, and you're not even a private, you're something called a plebe. And basically all that meant was just strenuous physical training every day, all day, every day, all day. And they had me do like, I don't know, 1,000, maybe 2,000 push-ups a day. So by the third week, I couldn't even lift up my arms. I remember like I couldn't play basketball, I couldn't shoot right because my arms was just destroyed. And it hurt a lot. But that's when I learned that if you're gonna grow muscle, you have to rip it first. You have to break it. So if something is painful in your body, it doesn't necessarily mean that something is wrong. It just means that your body is trying to heal that. And that's why it's sending you the message. So presence and breath, I think that's your biggest medicine. But if surgery is the only thing, you know what I mean? I'm sure you're gonna ask all the questions necessary. You know, get as educated as you possibly can before you allow yourself to go under that knife. Cause I really be feeling like they get paid more for the surgery, and that's why they so quick to recommend it. They like, oh yeah, let's do this surgery, so we could go charge your insurance some astronomical amount. You know what I mean? And then they don't even really be doing the surgery right like that. It's a tough spot to be in. So you know I feel for you, my love. Lex, what's good? Sella says, right, South Korea is beautiful. It's a shame the division. Yo, I believe all Korea is probably gorgeous. You know, I don't like the people who live in North Korea. I can't even put my thumb on it. I just know the way that they present it to us in America is terrible. They make it seem like everybody who lived there is a robot. But I'm sure if it's anything like anywhere else in the world that has some breathtaking locations. For life was good. Lex was good. Steve Bono says Kim Jong was showing off his Russian World War II military weapons. Damn, the World War II? Was he showing them off like yo, this is if you take this to the pawn shop, it's worth a lot? Hopefully he wasn't trying to fire them things off. D, what's good? Waterloo, hey! It's been a minute. You was painting the back patio? What color y'all painting it? Y'all got the spray on paint or y'all doing the rollers? I feel like the spray on paint, the sprayers is cheating. You taking the manual labor out of it, but it'll get a job done though. Shanika said astrology is enough for me. I'm done after that. Numerology and yeah, for real. Yo, honestly, that's why I don't even pick up astrology like that. I don't even pick it up. I'm like, yo, I just know too much already. Y'all trying to, it's like every day is a blessing for me, and I'm gonna give it my best. I don't care if Mercury is in retrograde or like my third seat is in this house. I don't care about none of that. That's too much. But a lot of people say that it'll only benefit you the more you know about it. So that's why I got y'all. That's why we go live every 2 days so I can come get educated and y'all can put me on a game. Fruit Hunters, what's good, fam? Good to see you. Sideburns is dope. You hating. You wear mean dark pair of shades. A dark pair of hate. Try massage and acupuncture before a chiropractor. They work for some people, but it can be damaging depending on your issues. Yeah, I mean, and it's Koger. I'm gonna say it for her, Mrs. Koger, because I have to stop myself from calling her Mrs. Kroger with an R, because of the grocery store. It ain't. It's just Koger, Koger, and I love that for her. She probably runs across that problem every day. Oh yeah, they tried to sign you up, Mrs. Koger. Thank you for the floating heart. I didn't even see that. What happened? I thought I was supposed to see something big on the screen. Maybe y'all saw it and I don't see it. This on puppy. What's happening? What's happening? Pimp. Oh, yes. Love that. Thank you for recommending that again. I meant to write that down last time, Mrs. Clayton. The book, Messages from the Body. I'll be going live and y'all be putting me on a game. I love this. Life is dope. Yes, I lost 20 pounds in the month of August. My shoulder pain is gone. Okay. Sometimes that's what gets it done. It's putting that body in motion. Put your frame in a better place to heal. If anything exercise does, it helps your circulation and your blood carrying the healing ingredients and medicine to the different portions of your body is super important. Just walking 10,000 dollars. I said $10,000. 10K steps a day is not an easy feat. Unless you always walking. Like some people work in warehouses and stuff, so they always walking back and forth. But I really have to be putting in like real effort to get my 10K. And I walk a lot. Like I walk to the park to work out. I walk during my workout. I walk back home from the jump off. Then my little smoke break. I stroll around the neighborhood, and I still end up at like 8,000. I'm like, damn, what I gotta do to get 10? But I did hit 10K yesterday because I had to mow the lawn. That's what took me over to 10K. And it's this really, really fit person that I follow on Instagram. He was talking about in one of his posts yesterday that 10K is the bare minimum. I was like, nigga, you got a lot of time on your hands. Talking about 10K is the bare minimum. Unless you got a treadmill. If you got a treadmill, like right now, if I had a treadmill, I'd just be walking. Walking, doing a live at the same time. Exactly that, Mrs. Clayton. I only mess with the medical field for emergencies that I can't deal with with prayers and thoughts and meditation, fasting, and exercise. Okay, Miss Sunshine. See, I think that another beautiful thing that'll come out of this is us all talking about things, constantly remind us of the things and the goals and the desires that we have. And when you're reminded by other people and you get to talk about it, just like Giselle, you said you want to lose 35. You've just reminded yourself of who you want to be. So now you can make up your mind more easily when it comes time to exercise that opportunity to do the thing, be the person that's gonna be 35 pounds lighter. Ashe. Smart Savvy Loved was good. Good to see you, fam. Thank you for dropping this as always. Yeah, them walking pads is. I saw that. I need to get one. Mrs. Clayton, you do 20,000 to 30,000 a day? That's probably why your back hurt. Damn. 20 to 30,000 steps. Like walking is good for you, no doubt, but I don't know about that. Unless you're doing like the yoga in between or something. But and trust me, I'm no expert, so don't take my word for like granted. Don't let me stop you from doing no 20 to 30,000 steps a day. But yeah, I feel like yesterday after I did that 10,000, I definitely was stretching for a good 20 minutes before I went to bed because my lower back was screaming at me a little bit. Oh, another thing too, Mrs. Clayton. I don't know how good this is going to be for you, but maybe just try it. If you have a park around you that has a pull-up bar, do something called a dead hang. I was learning about that yesterday. A dead hang is where you just go to the pull-up bar, you put your hands on the pull-up bar, and you just hang for as long as you can. It's great for your posture and your spine health. So try it out. Josiah was good. Yes, love. Walk that treadmill. Walk that treadmill while you here. I would love to be getting some steps in right now. 1 meal a day since 2019. It really works. I didn't do it to lose weight, but I was sick of the standard American diet. Facts. Yeah, man. I'm me myself. When it comes to the 1 meal a day, I feel like that's my natural way of eating because I'm rarely hungry. But what's been like conflicting for me is they say they being like the health gurus and shit like that. They say if especially for men up in their years should be getting 1 gram of protein for every pound of body weight. So if I'm 174 pounds, I should be getting 174 grams of protein, and I barely ever get to like 50 or 60. And then I'll be looking at my calves like, yo, well, my calves ain't bigger than this. I want them big calves, you know what I mean? I want the big, the boulder thighs. And I'll be feeling like I'm never gonna get there unless I start eating more. So I'll be trying to like cook up an extra meal, protein heavy. We'll see how it works. We'll see where it goes. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're limited to the exercise you can do, so you probably take more steps. That makes sense. Soak the sore muscles. That cannot be an understate. That should not be understated as well. I think Epsom salt goes a long way. Every time that I've gotten in the bath with Epsom salt, it always helps. There was never a time where it didn't give me palpable results. Johnny, you talking about the dead hang? Supposed to be good for shoulders too? Yeah, that's part of it. I heard that. It's the dude said, I think it was like Yellow Man, this famous big YouTube channel called Yellow Man Exercise or something like that. He was talking about how a dead hang will stop you from ever having shoulder pain in your life. And I kind of agree with him because I used to have a bad shoulder pain a few years ago, and incorporating that into my everyday definitely made that go away. I feel like my posture is already better, and the grip strength is crazy. The grip strength is crazy, but I do probably practice on a bar that's too wide, so my hands look like that. But that's alright. I ain't got no shorty, so no complaints. If anything, I pick at it too much. You know what I'm saying? I stay just rubbing them. Like, what is this? This is so callus are so weird. How your body just gets hard like that. Shanika said that's exactly what helped me with my sciatica. Walking and hiking, doing yoga. That combo has literally saved me. Has really saved me. Thank you for saying that, Shanika. Because I say this almost in like the last 10 lot since I've had this piriformis syndrome, which is the same issue as basically sciatica. They call it fake sciatica. If I don't go for that walk first thing in the morning, I can't sit down at all. It's not happening. Sitting down will be super painful. But going for a walk somehow loosens the body up. It warms it up and stretches it out or whatever. And then I can actually sit down for a little while. I still catch myself though. Like if I catch myself sitting down for more than 10, 15 minutes, I definitely get up, hit the push-ups, do some squats or whatever. But yeah, man. Can't wait till this fake sciatica piriformis syndrome stuff go away. She said that real yoga, not that restorative shit. Come on, be nice. Ain't nothing wrong with the vinyasa. Not for nothing. When I first started yoga, what was it, like 2014 was probably the first time I had ever taken a yoga class. Like an official yoga class. Like I've done it in the park a bunch of times, but that's when I actually went to like a yoga studio and did a yoga class. And it was vinyasa. And I was having trouble. I was like, this is supposed to be the soft yoga. I couldn't do down dog for like more than 30 seconds without wibbling. The body was shaking. Mrs. Colger, you got into a bad argument with your husband. What happened? Tell us all about it. Happy! She's in the building. She's in the chat. What's up, Happy? Appreciate you. Are you rocking with us today? Or what? One more day, Happy Feet. One more day. Waking up stupid early. I hope you get the weekend off. And you probably had a short week this week too, huh? Mrs. Coley, you said he okay? So this is how it appears to me. You came in the chat, said I got into a bad argument with my husband. He okay. Okay. I hope he wasn't throwing bones, y'all. Don't be throwing bones. Yo, arguing is crazy. I never did that. I don't do that in my relationships. There's nothing to argue about. For real, for real. I will concede so fast. So fast. But I often observe my dad and his significant other argue over the most petty shit. And I be like, it like, what's it called? Like when you have trauma about something and you have to relive it, you know what I mean? Like I go back to being a 5, 6, 7-year-old and seeing my dad. I used to hate seeing my dad yell. And he don't yell at his girl, but like just seeing him perturbed to a certain degree, it makes me uncomfortable. So I just be trying to like shrink or go away, or like I'll literally leave the house and go for a walk or something. I just don't like arguments. There's nothing ever to argue about. Like we can, the same way we about to argue, we could talk in inside voices and actually arrive to a solution. I get it. A lot of times in the heat of the moment, you can't pull yourself back. So you gotta express yourself with a little bit more gusto. But always remember, it's us against the problem, not you versus me, me versus you. But I'm sure you already know that, Miss Colbert. How do I feel about protein shakes and bars? Not for nothing. I've been thinking about starting to take creatine. I've seen some videos. They talk about how good it is for you, especially us older people. But I would do a protein shake. I don't really do the protein bars like that. I used to when I was younger. But nah. But I hear you saying that because I just said that I'm trying to increase my protein intake, so that's why I might start doing like protein shakes again. I miss my Vitamix that I used to have in Georgia. You see that blender right there? That blender is from like the late 70s, early 80s. And it's still rock, but it don't do like the Vitamix do. And because of that, I have like a weird like bias. I'm like, this blend ain't. But I should, like, that was my mom's. That is an heirloom from my late mom. So I should use it more. That'll be my way of communing with her. Raja, what's good? Good to see you. Happy birthday to your little one. I know you hyped about that. Ah, man, the babies, the babies. I was at Sam's Club today. I couldn't stop. Every baby I saw, I was just like, I miss my babies. But that's what's up. Thank you for making it, Raja. You said even if I gotta eat a Slim Jim. Oh, so he planned a trip without the kids, but you hate leaving your kids. Miss Colger, you stay on that. You the one drop your daughter off at the university, drive another 100 miles away back home, and then make a U-turn like my baby. That's what's up though. I feel you. I wouldn't leave my kids nowhere neither, man. They too young. But I'm sure he had good intentions with that. You probably should have just, you know what I mean, gave him the side eye or whatever. But don't argue about it. He probably thought he was doing you a solid. He said, "Hey, I'm trying to get you some quality alone time, just you and me time, which is super important." It's I can't even begin to tell you how important it is as a couple raising children to have time without your children if you want your relationship to succeed. But that's just my experience. Who am I? I'm not an expert, but I feel like it is important based off of what I've seen. Thank you for that, Mrs. Clayton, about the St. John's Wort oil. I got that in my book written down. I'm gonna get some as soon as I get this cash flowing. I'm gonna get some. I priced some the other day. I was like, okay, this is the one I want. They wanted like a good 30, 40 for it. So I said, all right, I'm gonna get that when that shmoney come in, baby. I got gloves. This is what the gloves have been saving me from. But it's again, it's probably because the bar that I use is too wide. Like I literally I can't close my fingers on it. And they say when you work with a bar that's too wide, this is always gonna happen to you. But yeah, I got gloves. And like I said, callus don't really bother me. I could imagine if I had somebody that I was rubbing up on, they would be like, "Yo, what's wrong with your hands?" If this came across your back, and if I was rubbing your back, that would cut you. You would definitely get a scratch, a good one. Bohemian was good. What up? What up? Keanu Reeves back in the building. I feel like this is not the first time I've seen somebody named Keanu Reeves in here, but that was not at the bar and I don't vape. But thank you for the comment. Thank you for the engagement. Helps the channel tremendously. Cece was good. Oh, my Spanish ain't up to par like that. I know vato, that's like cousin. No mames gui? I don't even know what that means right there. You lost me. PTSD. Okay, I see where I'm at. Level up trucking. What up, what up, what up? Michelle Miller was good. Oh, the argument drained you, Miss Colger? Dang. Now that was something over something light. I mean, to me, it's like at the end of the day, you going away. You can't be mad at if a homie trying to get you to go on a vacation. It's supposed to be a good thing. Oh my goodness. The Weekend. Is that you? The Weekend. I mean, like, I hope you mean like the literal weekend. Me and the weekend don't look nothing alike. Okay, give, live, love. That's a gem. You might have convinced me to go ahead and start taking that creatine because I was still kind of on the fence about it. Oh, is it is dehydrating? Okay, well I'm stay with it. Matter of fact, say less. I stay with the water. It be full. Like drain it, full it. Drain it full. I drink like two of these. Josiah was good. How's your babies, man? I love seeing your fatherly side towards Aura and Lumi. Did I spell it right? Yes, you spelled it beautifully. And the babies are doing well. I haven't seen them since September 7th. No, August 7th. I'm bugging. August 7th, but I'm planning to go up there for the 19th because Aura has a pep rally. She's a cheerleader. So she got her first pep rally on the 19th. I'm planning to get there a couple of days beforehand to take care of some business. And I'll probably stay for Saturday so I can have a full day with them and then leave out on Sunday. I miss my babies, man. Like, I'm fortunate to be alive in a time where I could video call them every day. Like, if I couldn't do that, I don't know where I would be. But at the same time, an hour or two on a video call is not nearly enough. It's still a tragedy. Every day that I'm not around them is a tragedy. Every single day. Every single day. Like, tragedy is an understatement. Thank God Lumi could see my face every day. Cause boy oh boy, if I pulled up and Lumi looked at me like, who's this nigga? I would I would break off into little pieces of dust and just like fade away into the breeze. Okay, we got somebody typing Japanese. H. Creatine is so good for cognitive health. I've heard that, and that's why minimum wage says cocaine as well. Yo, y'all bugging. Minimum, you funny. You got jokes, fam. Followed it up with the line. I've never partaken in such a substance, but probably shouldn't say that on the internet. But I'm gonna say it. I felt like before I die, I might do it once. I might do that shit one time. I've seen terrible things happen because I come from a lineage of substance abuse. So I've seen cocaine do terrible things to people. That said, when I was growing up, I knew a couple people that I looked up to that shared very good stories with me about the substance. Never tried it because, like I said, I come from a long line of substance abusers. But I feel like I would be a little remorseful if I lied on my deathbed and never, and maybe not though. I don't know. We'll see. I only brought that up because minimum wages said some funny shit about it's good for cognitive health. Oh, another reason for that too is my boy Millie Yacht. Millie Yacht is like you know what a savant is? A savant is someone who's like extremely gifted, like unfathomably gifted at something. And I used to have a boy named Millie Yacht. Rest in peace. Um, the illest freestyler off the head. He could do it for hours and say the illest shit almost every other line. Some shit that will blow your mind. One of the biggest cokehead, one of the biggest cokeheads I ever met. But at the same time, I was kind of like attributed him being gifted with the rap because of his substance abuse problem. So that kind of put the thought in my head. Plus, there was another story about this dude I knew named Dutch. He used to be like the engineer at the studio I went to, and he told me, I'm not even gonna share that story. I'm not gonna share that story. Yeah, but he told me a real cool story about it, and I was like, for real? It did that? He was like, yes. Like, but like I said, I don't know, man. I might not ever touch that shit. Josiah said, I like watching your journey, but your separation from them brought me here. Okay. Well, I mean, damn, that's a little sad. You just want to see what's going on. Yeah, nah, it's gonna be a Cinderella story for sure though, because like y'all see how down bad I am. And this year is the year I level all the way up. So that's gonna be one of the illest stories you'll probably ever see in your life. So I appreciate you being present for it. So you can say that you were actually here on the way up. I feel, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that I feel bad for the people, but like I feel already disconnected to the people that are gonna show up when I'm doing fabulous. Cause they're not gonna see this side of me. You know, they're just gonna see the fabulous, the side of Matt that's always doing like just doing the most, doing well, but not like the character building. They're not here for the character building. So appreciate you being here for that. Unseen was good. Welcome back. It's been a minute, fam. Oh, we already crossed the hour. New Jersey, New Jerusalem. Donnie, what's up? It's all good, Josiah. St. Pete, what's that? I feel like St. Pete is on the west side, ain't it? CC, you from New Jersey? What part of New Jersey you from? You from Jersey City? I feel like you from Jersey City. Right, Mrs. Clayton, you said it. You said it. See, we stay here, Mrs. Clayton. Like there's certain things like I just don't want to die saying that I never did. Skydiving is another one. Like I need to jump out of a perfectly good plane at least once in my life. I need that. I actually wanted to do that professionally for a hot minute. And then because I did some research, you have to like take a whole class. You gotta have like 5 jumps, tandem jumps or something like that. It probably varies state to state, but yeah, in the tri-state area, it's three. You have to have 3 tandem jumps, if I'm not mistaken, to actually be able to jump by yourself. And then there's probably another course or certification you got to get to like teach people how to jump out the plane and pull a parachute and all of that. But that shit seems so fun, just to free fall through the fucking sky for a good 10, 15 seconds. What? That's who I am, at least. Donnie, you look like Frank Lucas' brother-in-law in the movie American Gangster. He a good actor. Okay. Um, who was that? Was it Terrence Howard? One of them light skinned boys. I'll take it. I don't see it, but I'll take it. Okay, Jersey's in the building today. I see. Bohemian said, "Nope, nothing in my nose. Drug free, only herbs." Facts. That's it for me, man. But see, this one of the stories that I heard is like you don't even have to like ingest it. You can like put it on your skin, and you'll still reap some type of effect. I don't know. Agathococological. Think I said that right? You said you're a big fan. Pat Myers. Okay. Y'all always get me with the say my name stuff. I don't know what that's about, but I don't got nothing against it. I just better not see no weird shit after I say your name on the internet. Word. Donnie, how am I snitching, fam? Do you even know what snitching means? Give Live Love says, don't do it, reconsider, read some literature. I feel like that's that song, Slow Down. Who is that? Brand Nubian? Central New Jersey, Middlesex County. Oh, okay. I only drove through Central Jersey. I never really had a chance to like really pull up and experience that. I feel like Camden, New Jersey. Is that anywhere near Camden? Camden used to be the hood. They had the highest murder rate for a long time. Bohemian says, I hate when water goes up my nose. I think I have a nose thing. Facts. I'm the same way. I don't like when water goes up my nose. Every time I'm in the pool, I'm blowing out my nose. That's what they teach you when you learn how to swim. They always teach you to blow out your nose. Even when I'm in the shower, like I blow out. Shanika asks, "What's your top three signs?" I don't know, fam. I know I have a Virgo rising and a Cancer moon, but that's as far as I go. Because the time I was born is not on my birth certificate for some reason, which probably means I'm an alien. So there's that. Fuzzy, you still in here saying that no mama's gooey. I don't even know what that means. Why don't you translate it for me, fam, so I can add it to my lexicon? Unless you're saying some wild shit. Have I ever heard of Brian Lewis Saunders? He's an artist that draws himself on every substance. Super interesting. Cool Sun '08. You know what? I think I've seen that before. I'm pretty sure I've seen that before. If not, I might be confusing it with the meme that has that one that one white kid and they show him on like every different substance. That shit is funny. Josiah said, I had to make sure you're okay. I couldn't imagine. I'm so glad you're well. I mean, I present myself well. Plus, I take care of myself, you know? Being dwelling on things that are outside of my control will never dwelling on anything that is outside of our control will never serve us. St. Pete's in Middlesex. It's all good, Bohemian. I'm still here. A bunch of people still in here. 25 people in the spot right now. So I'll be here for a little bit. We probably close it out around 1:30. Also, let me know if y'all want to do something too. Like I said, I got casual Japanese phrases. I got a little bit of good news to share. That's about it. If y'all into that. If not, we could just keep the convo flowing. I'm not sitting down right now, so it's a good thing. St. Pete on the west side near Tampa. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was in Jersey City a lot, but mostly spent time in Perth Amboy, New Brunswick, and Edison. Oh, okay. I definitely know Edison. I got family out there. Look at y'all trying to link up. That's what's up. Bohemian Goddess said, Nope is converted from a plant. Change. No, thank you. I chewed the leaf to try. Oh, right, the coca leaves, right. Okay, yeah. So if I ever do it, I might have to go. Where do they, I think they grow that in like the Amazon? I don't know where they grow that shit. But I know they soak it in like acetone or some crazy shit, gasoline or whatever to change it into the powder or whatever. It's crazy. Like I said, man, it's just a thought. I don't know if I'm gonna ever execute. I don't even be in the positions where I'm have the opportunity to execute that thought. Donnie said, who we jumping?" Brand Nubian. See, that's what I see. I knew. I knew. Olivia, what's good, Cuzzo? Cuzzo said I'll pass out the second I left the plane. That would be funny as hell. You missed the whole descent. You just knocked out. Oh, it was Jay-Z. Okay. Did he say that? I don't remember him saying that. I feel like I know almost every Jay-Z song. But I believe you. Oh, Camden is South Jersey. Okay. Murder Posse was good. Welcome to the chat. I see you flexing your hip hop knowledge over there. Go ahead, fam. Dax, salam alaikum. Always good to see you, fam. Oh, damn. I ain't seen All About the Benjamins in a minute, so I still don't know what you're talking about. And they was in American Gangster? Nope, don't. It's not ringing a bell. Donnie Jackson said, I don't even drive through Camden. Damn, is it still bad? I know they not on it. They not number one on the murder rate no more, but they used to. They had it locked for like a good 3, 4 years when I was always looking up stats like that. Croc Squad, what's up? Shanika, you want to hear some good news? I got you. Wait, do I even have a new one? Boom. Okay. Damn, I don't even have a new one, fam. Well, I'll give you the last one that I shared. The last piece of good news. Wait, let me check one more place because I'll be writing it down in different places. All right, so I'm gonna just give you the last one because I don't think he was here. Like I'm sure he wasn't here last time, Shanika, because this is your first time catching it. So last time I did a live and I shared the good news. I was talking about how Chile just made clean energy history in the Atacama Desert, the world's driest place. The country launched the H2 Atacama project, the first solar to hydrogen refinery that doesn't rely on liquid water. Instead, it captures moisture directly from the air and uses thermocatalytic solar reactors to split it into hydrogen, producing 120 kilograms per day, and plans to expand tenfold. This breakthrough not only tackles one of hydrogen's biggest challenges, water use, but also proves green fuel can be generated in the harshest of climates, with modular off-grid designs deployable in deserts, mining zones, or islands. Chile is positioning itself as a global leader in the $500 billion hydrogen market projected by 2050. A new model for sustainable energy is taking shape in the desert. So what that means for normal people like me is like there's a machine out there that can pull water out of regular air on the driest of days and give us fresh, clean drinking water, and that's really cool to think about, especially in underdeveloped areas. Mrs. Cole about to get them nails done. That's what's up. You need it. You deserve it. You had a day, and plus now you got to get your nails done for the vacation anyway. Donnie, you funny. Shrooms is a dope experience. It definitely is. You just gotta be around the right people. The right environment can make it a bad experience. I've never had it, but I've seen it. Actually, I think it was the first time I did shrooms. No, the second time I ever did shrooms, we went to what's that famous painter who does like the he does like the metaphysical body paintings. I can't remember his name. Alex Gray, I think is his name. If you know who Alex Gray is, very trippy painter, very trippy artist, and he has a compound in upstate New York. I went up there for the second time I ever did shrooms, and I was like with a big group of people, and one of the dudes who was there had some shrooms, and there was a bonfire outside. Homie went and jumped into the bonfire, fam. Messed up the whole experience. My whole shroom experience went away that fast. And the dude, they got him out of there in like a few seconds, but very traumatic experience. So I say all that to say, if you're gonna do shrooms, just be around people that you could trust. Maybe have at least one person around who's not on it, just in case anybody flips they lid. Oh, Unseen coming in with the clutch answer. I've been trying to wait for this answer. Yeah, he did say that. Read some literature. Or, damn, I kind of know that verse too. Please reconsider. Read some literature. So, yeah, I know what you're talking about though. The Players Anthem. Yep. I'll choose you, baby. They stealing people's windshields in Camden. That's wild. Appreciate the sub, Donnie. Appreciate it. I'll do these every couple of days, man. Vlogs is on the way. I've been kind of slow on the vlogs lately because I got some things I'm trying to move and shake, but I'm gonna be back to it. But you can catch me on these lives every couple of days. Happy to see you locked in, fam. You mad funny. I need, shout out to all the ladies who always support and always drop in, but it's me and my boy Olu. That's the only dudes that really be in here like that consistently. So you'll be a nice addition to the fam. Mrs. Clayton, you did a hero dose. Wow. Yeah. Oh, okay. Hero dose, I believe, is like what? 8 grams, 5 grams, or something like that. I never got up there that far. 3 and a half is pretty much all I need. If anything, that's too much. I love shrooms. I love shrooms so much that I only did it like 4 or 5 times my whole life. I don't like that queasy feeling you get. Donnie asks, real talk, top 5 rappers all time, your opinion. That shit changes all the time. It's like what are we talking about? We talking about top 5 most successful rappers, business wise. We talking about top 5 lyricists. We talking about top 5 contributors to the culture. You know what I mean? That's how I always think about it. I gotta break it up. Just to say top 5 all around in general is I switch it up way too much. Especially when I hear their new people's music. Like KRS One should always be in that conversation, but I would never really put him in the top 5 until I hear a KRS One song, and I'm like, yeah, he's definitely top 5 of all time, dead or alive. But to give you a list right off the top of the head, for me, it's always going to be always going to be DMX number 1 because DMX had the most influence on my life After that, SP, because I met SP in real life, and I'm from Yonkers, so definitely another big influence on my life. DMX, SP, um, come on now, where they at? Where they at? Um, Nas, duh. I was trying to see where Nas came in, but Nas and DMX are like tied for number one. But I'll always say DMX and SP for one and two because, like I said, I'm from Yonkers, so I'm a little biased. But definitely Nas for number three. And I want to say Freddie Gibbs, man. Like I know it's kind of crazy because he's not new, but he's newer compared to the people on that list already. But Freddie Gibbs is one of the only lyricists who almost every time I listen to him, I get goosebumps. I just love the way he rap. I love the shit he talk. Um, and so five has got to be a toss up between this dude named Sonny Jim, who's a UK rapper, top tier bars. When you talk about peak lyricism, Sonny Jim. If not Sonny Jim, um, what's his name? 38 Special. Is it 38 Special? I think that's his name. I love his voice and top tier bars, peak bars every time I listen to him. So DMX, SP, Nas. Um, I already forgot who the who the fuck number four was. But yeah, I hope you got it. Listen to it on the playback. Everybody always tell me about lemon tech, and I googled it. What is lemon tech? Lemon tech is just like taking a lemon with the shrooms or something. Because when you say lemon and then you add the tech to it, that makes it sound advanced, like something that's outside of my reach. Yeah, but oh, it was Sunny Gem. So Sunny Gem number four, and then 38 Special number five for lyrics. Yeah, man. I could listen to them dudes all day. All day. And DMX really to me wasn't like top tier lyricism, but the way he expresses what he expresses, nobody could touch. Nobody. There will only be one forever and ever. My man was barking and it was sounding good. He was literally barking on the track and it was sounding good. And his bounce was impeccable. So I'm gonna maybe go listen to some DMX right after this. Miss Cole, when you talk about Donnie, who's that? You talk cause Sheep from I'm from Yonkers, so when you say Donnie, I'm thinking of Sheep, cause she calls herself Donnie. And when I first heard of the Locks, Sheik was my favorite one out of all of them. And this is what was that album? We Are the Streets album or something like that. I think that's what it was called. The album with Wild Out on it. That was like my first I that was the first album I had of the Locks. And then I got Money Power Respect. And Sheik was the one for me. But getting older and becoming who I am today, SP definitely gives me goosebumps when I listen. Okay, here go the game. Yeah, Vicky's a real one, yo. Elise, what's good? Miss Clayton said you grind the shrooms, you put them in lemon juice for 15 minutes, then you drink the juice. It hits faster without. Oh, is it that easy? I thought lemon tech was something that was out of my reach. Like you got to go find a chemist, and they got to make it in a lab, and then you got to use it within an hour, something like that. Yo, Big L, Big L used to be on a. To this day, tell me why nobody's ever made a video for How to Rob a Dice Game. What is that the name of the song? But you know the song. I know you know the song, the famous song where he's talking about how he was in a dice game, and you know what I mean? That whole story, the illest story ever. I feel like if somebody made that in animation, it will break the internet. I don't know why nobody's ever done that yet. Like maybe it's because I'm the one who's supposed to go find a proper animator and have it properly animated so it properly breaks the internet like it should. Because people don't give that song enough credence. Like definitely Rising Power to Big L, one of my favorite MCs ever. The only dude to hand Jay-Z his ass on a track besides Eminem. But yeah, that freestyle that they did, that shit is like the Mount Rushmore in New York of hip hop. Much love to you, Elise. Okay, we just crossed that hour and a half mark. I don't want to make this get old, you know what I mean? It's been real, it's been love. I'm gonna start closing it out with a prayer. If there's any questions or anything else anybody wants to touch before we leave. Oh, let me give y'all one Japanese phrase. It's gonna be fuck yeah, twin, let's do this shit. This is how you say fuck yeah, twin, let's do this shit in Japanese. It's easier than you would expect. It's Yosha. And a lot of times you could just say Yosh. Like that means all right, let's get it. Yosh. But you say Yosha. Yacha. Yachauze. Yosha. Yachuze. That means fuck yeah, twin, let's get it. Or let's do this. That's my Japanese phrase for y'all today. And with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. Yeah, SP over Jada, man. I love Jada. But SP for me, um, just the stories that I know about him, real life shit, real life work that he's actually done. I was there the night he released A Gangster and a Gentleman in Yonkers. It was like an album release party. I was actually a 16-year-old working security at that party. I can't wait to meet him again to remind him of that. But yeah, the vibes was crazy. And that album is actually really, 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 really special to me. And yeah, so SP over Jada all day. Bohemian, you had to try ask you, well, you didn't have to, but you tried it and you had a bad experience. I'm sorry to hear that. Because it could be so beautiful. And they should have told you, don't you only supposed to do acid when you got like another 3 days to be on it. Because even when you're not on it no more, you get after effects. At least for me, I've done it 4, maybe 5 times. And every time it was crazy. Like, talk about seeing into your body. The first time I ever did it, I did it in a sugar cube. I did it by myself. I was in Yonkers and I was going off it for like an hour and a half. I went into the bathroom to, you know what I mean, to use the bathroom. And then I came to the sink, washed my hands, whatever. I'm looking in the mirror and I literally saw like my nervous system in my face. I saw the blood running through my veins. Yo, definitely a crazy experience. I'm sad that you had a bad one. I almost want to tell you to do it again so you can have a better experience, but in due time, anytime, in due time. SCG Banger says, Scottie Pimp, is that you? Scottie Pippen used to be one of my favorite basketball players. Everybody was riding Michael Jordan. I was always telling them, like, yo, if it wasn't for Scottie Pippen, it wouldn't be no Michael Jordan. But it is what it is. R.I.P. Bill Steez, ODB, Pac, Big, Coolio, DMX, Pine. Yeah, you said them all. Who's Bill though? I'm losing it. I know the rest of them, but I can't think of who Bill is. Dragon's still doing it at a high level. Dragon is definitely on the Mount Rushmore of Westchester hip hop. Actually, he's from the Bronx, but I still watch him on YouTube. He'll pull up in some whip, get out, and talk his shit. Another reason why Dragon need to be respected is because he actually has a bad stutter, and the only time he could speak straight through is when he rap, and that's why his name is Dragon. Another one of the illest puns, like. But yeah, if he was good enough for Axe, he good enough for me. I fuck with Dragon a long way. 139 in Linux. Yes, sir. Y'all funny. Aubrey. Yeah, Aubrey, you missed the good news. I was just talking about how we could pull water out of thin air and make actual like glasses of water with the tools that we have now. But yeah, that was it. Good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Oh man. Yeah. I had some funny people come through the live today, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. It's been dope, y'all. Let me start this prayer. Let me get this energy going with these hands. Bang, 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 bang. To the one of us who is many, may you all have peace, prosperity, progress, persuasion, health, wealth, abundance, love, light, and eternal blessings forever and ever and ever. Amen, Ashe, Aho. I'll see you all in a couple of days. Y'all already know, around this time. Until then, take care of yourself. Stay nourished, stay hydrated. Let us listen to some good ass music. Put one in the wind for your boy. And over and out, y'all. One.